All right, so sorry about that. I thought I was recording. I wasn't recording, but welcome back. Okay, today we're talking about a young lady called Korra Obidi. Okay, Justin, that's the name of the husband, white husband. She's an influencer, dancer on social media, everywhere. We're gonna talk more about that later. But more importantly, there's this video that I saw with Tariq Nasheed. You may say, hey, it looks like we're obsessed with Tariq Nasheed here. Tariq Nasheed has a very good name that's getting a lot of traffic here, so it is what it is. But I promise you, what I can guarantee you is that I will pull out some real life lessons, and the lessons I want to give you up front right now is this: if you're a divester, because he talked about a divester here, and the title of this video was foreign divester says FBAs are powerless. So it's a lot of divestors, both men and women, running their mouth online. They think their solution to their relationship problem is to run away from their own shadows. You have a lot of men talking about polygamy. I have a very special video reaction where I was one of the panelists coming, so make sure you subscribe and look out for that, on polygamy, right? So you see a lot of men flying out, zoom to Thailand to go find a submissive wife. Bullshit. That's gonna backfire, guaranteed, right? And then the other one, you also have people, women, the same argument, just a little bit different, but same argument on other side, talking about they want to divest because they want to run away from their own shadows. People are getting married every day. This problem is yours. The numbers may reflect something negative, but trust me, people are finding love every day. And I want to encourage you, if you still have hope inside of you, that you can too, but you have to work on yourself. That's the only way out. Running away from your own shadows is not going to work, guaranteed. So there's this video called foreign divestor says FBAs are powerless, and I look at things like this and I pay attention on Clubhouse when people are talking, and I can hear their spirit when it's extremely negative. I listen a lot and I can hear it, and it's 100%, both men and women, guaranteed. I know exactly where their life is right now. Maybe they could change, never say never, right? But I know exactly in one or two sentences they're suffering, and they could be saying some of the smartest things ever, right? So I want to play this video for you, and then let's hear some of the nasty thing, and then we're gonna get to the Korra Obidi story, who they're filing divorce. As a matter of fact, like I said, before I get into this video by Tariq Nasheed, there's let me go into my Instagram. I hope I find it. There's an update from the husband. Let's see if I can find it saved. Yep. So I find different ways to really curate some content and some news here, so I want to be able to do this effectively. Yeah, this is the post right here. All right, so they were trending over the past few days, Korra Obidi. So this is an update. Wives who refuse to apologize for hurting others are red flags. That's bullshit. Okay, a lot of women have a hard time apologizing. This is not necessarily a character flaw. Sometimes it's from a place of emotions. My point is that it could be a character flaw, but also you have to leave room just in case it's a function of the type of relationship they're in. Yes, that's a real thing, and a lot of people don't want to pay attention to that. A lot of people want to put too much expectations on intentions. Intentions fall flat on its face all the time because we're human beings. I keep saying that you think you're smarter than your God, and you're not. Okay, you need to set up systems around you that will allow you to maintain your commitments. Commitments are bullshit for the most part. People commit and they don't follow through, both men and women. Okay, but of course you can think of that in marriage as well. So this guy is he's still out here on social media, posting his life on social media like Kanye, like everybody else, right? Red flags: people who refuse to apologize for hurting others. That includes friends, wives, business. You're posting shade on the internet. It tells me more about you. That doesn't mean your wife is not guilty, but it tells me more about your own flaws, if anything, right? So this is him. Let me see if I can get this to talk.
The comments that I made about...
So let's go back a little bit and then I'll play it again.
The comments that I made about Korra being a chronic cheater were inaccurate to my knowledge.
He said they were inaccurate to his knowledge.
The rift. I have forgiven her and we have tried to move on.
Okay, so let me repeat this. I need to repeat this because it's very important right here.
The comments that I made about
And I'll try not to interrupt.
Korra being a chronic cheater were inaccurate to my knowledge. She cheated at the beginning of the relationship. It caused a rift. I have forgiven her, and we have tried to move on.
She cheated at the beginning of the relationship.
Everything, all the comments about these children not being mine are absolutely false. These
So
are
you
my
put
children.
yourself
I
out
love
there.
them.
This dumbass, right?
All other statements
I'm not
that I
exonerating
made
the
in that
wife.
post
We
are
don't. The
accurate
point is that I don't know what
correct.
she did. All I know is this guy's accusations,
The
right?
comments that I made about
Some people would like to assume, because of their own personal bullshit, that he's telling the truth. I am not saying he's not telling the truth. I'm saying we don't know, right? This is the place where you will come and I'll tell you we don't know when we don't know. You can go to other platforms where you can assume everything, right? So, but now you're coming back. So when you put this kind of news out there about your family, people will take it extra further for you, right? Basically, you come out, you accuse your wife of cheating on you. People are gonna say, "Hey, do DNA test." Even though you're not thinking about that, you're not saying this are not your children, right? But this is what happens when you put your life on the line on social media, right? And that's what he's experiencing right now, right? So that's the update for those people that run on Clubhouse, that run with it. Oh yeah, he cheated. Are you gonna address the lady? Accountability? Bullshit. First of all, you're trying to hold strangers accountable. That's bullshit. Second of all, yes, when you enter into a relationship with a woman, in a romantic relationship, holding her accountable is your least leverage point. You're going to create more negativity like that. There are other power that you own, and it's attached to seduction and attraction and learning how attraction works. And if you don't learn that, you're going to fail flat on your face 100% of the time. I don't care if it's a 15 years marriage. I don't care if it's 30 years marriage. I don't care if it's 2 years before you get married. It's true all the time. Emotions play a bigger role than your stupid logic, because your logic does not factor in emotion, so it's stupid. Okay, emotions are part of the variables, the biggest variable. So you cannot discount emotions and claim that you're being logical. So that's one side. So back to the video that I felt like it looks like this guy I've been predicting. Now let me quote unquote hold Korra accountable. No, I won't. I don't know her. I can only speak to the things that I can see right now. But this young lady, she seems like I don't know her. She seems like one of those people that think they can escape their problem with attracting good solid love by running to divesting, by running to a white man. She seems that way. I don't know, okay? But one of them came on Tariq Nasheed's show and basically make an ass of herself. Right? So let me play this, and I thought it was funny, you know.
You've been here from the Congo
about 10 years.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're in California. Are you married to a white man?
I am not married.
Oh, okay.
She's
Are
not
you
married
dating
to a
a
white
white
man.
man?
Yes.
There you go. How does your white
So
man...
how was he able to tell that this lady is dating a white man? See, I can tell. I can smell it from miles away too. And some of you don't realize that. You think this whole thing is just about some kind of everything is physical, intentional. Yeah. Listen, I'm asking you to be intentional, aware of your emotions. That's all I'm saying. Yes, intention is still applicable, but anything outside of emotions and emotional intelligence and managing your emotions before you try to manage other people's emotions is bullshit. That's all I'm saying.
About foundational Black Americans?
I do not know.
Oh, you know. There's no way you don't know what that white man says in the bedroom about foundational Black American. Absolutely no way.
Now,
you don't
Tariq
know,
is halfway trolling as
Well,
usual. So.
I don't think he thinks much about, he has his life to live, so he's not going to think about people he doesn't know.
Ma'am, he's in an interracial relationship. That man has...
So even worse, he visited an
An African.
Yes. With a black person, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least Tariq is saying we're also black.
He's
Some of
race
his followers
conscious
don't believe
about
it.
the political and the social dynamic of race.
Not really. I mean,
Yeah, ma'am. Do y'all live in Orange County somewhere?
no, the Bay Area.
Oh, you're in the Bay Area. Okay, so you're up there.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this man has a family. He has friends. He has colleagues. Ma'am, you run from the place where you live, and that's why you're here now.
So this is another African, like Korra Obidi, who think they know it all. They can just cross all kind of lines. This is the message here. Okay, do not be unequally yoked without being aware. Okay, there's nothing wrong with crossing lines to go get married to somebody, but you better be extra aware, because there's going to be language barriers, there's going to be cultural barriers. They are real. Oh, by the way, there's going to be default barriers. Even if you married the son or the daughter of your own mother, there's going to be barriers already that you have to walk through. So you crossing lines of cultural, religion, and things like that is just additional baggage for you to deal with. And if you're unintentional about being aware of that, it's going to bite you in the butt. And I think that's what's going on with the likes of the Korra Obidi and a few other examples that are happening out there all the time. Divesting does not solve your relationship problems. Okay, see, when this girl entered this room to come and talk to Tariq Nasheed about issues that she knows nothing about, it's obvious. They think you can read it on the internet, so there's nothing else to know. There is everything else to know, especially if you're not paying attention to the people you're interacting with in real time. The best knowledge you're going to get out of relationships is what you're getting out of interaction in real time. Fuck the data. Now, this is the point where people say you should be educated. Of course you should be educated. Do you need me to spell that out for you? Of course you should be educated. There's nothing wrong with data. It's your interpretation of data that everything is wrong with. You think it's the end all be all, and that's bullshit. That's going to work against you 100% of the time. So right now we're going to go into the second part 2, where I talk about the Korra Obidis of this video. I actually recorded this after the second part, so stay tuned and we'll get into that right now. All right, welcome back. So we're talking about women and accountability. We're talking about a young lady, you'll see her picture right now, called Korra Obidi, and Justin, some Dr. Justin. This is basically, I think she's Nigerian. I think she is somewhere in Africa, I'm not sure. Obidi sounds like an Igbo name, but anyway, she just she got called out completely. I'm gonna play that video right now. She got called out by her husband, who was a medical doctor. She's a Instagram influencer, dancer. What do you want to call it? What else would you want to call him? Instagram influencer, dancer, had her baby publicly, had her babies, 2 babies publicly. She just had a baby recently, actually a few months ago. And the husband came out and had a few choice words to say to her. Let's go through that really quickly. I'm gonna play this video here. So this is Instablog Niger for my Nigerian people. This is like the shade room of Nigerians on Instagram. Shout out to Instablog Niger. So this is what the guy had to say. I'm tired of the cheating, narcissism. Dancer Korra Obidi husband cries out. So he's accusing his wife of narcissism. Okay. Too many people coming out, basically shaming each other and diagnosing each other of the narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. It's kind of crazy. You see it all, especially women are doing it these days. They just basically diagnose people just because there's a little pushback in a relationship, in a romantic relationship. And it's kind of hilarious because I don't think that's how that works. I think if anything, if I'm going to maybe concede to that at all, I'll say, okay, everyone kind of like exude a little bit of narcissistic trait, behavior. When it's all about you, what you care about, your feelings are, people do that in relationships. So if the first opportunity you get, you're just gonna go in that direction, you're self-diagnosing and you're obviously not tapping into what the real problem is, right? I'm tired of the cheating and narcissism. That's what he says. So I'm gonna play this short video clip right here. Let's see. All right, so here goes again. He says, I'm tired of the narcissism, cheating, and lack of accountability. Let me put that on the screen. Accountability. So women and accountability within the context of a romantic relationship don't go together. I'm speaking from my experience, 15 years. I think, as a matter of fact, asking women to be accountable is a losing battle. Okay, that's not your leverage point as a man. Okay, you don't want to be holding women accountable. You want to. There are other leverage points. There are other keys that you can learn how to use to get a better result than holding your woman, your lady accountable. Right? Holding your lady accountable, she's probably already shit testing you. It's only gonna get worse. Okay. So I see a lot of people running around the manosphere trying to hold people accountable, hold women accountable. Good luck with that, especially if this is your wife. Listen, you can run around the internet, hold random ladies responsible, strangers that you don't really know. But when it comes to your lady, your girlfriend, it's not going to work. You're going to lose all the time because you actually lack game and you don't know what is going on. You're not paying attention. But anyway, let's keep going. So he says lack of accountability. Right there, I could tell where he fucked up. He's looking for accountability from his wife, right? That means you also have lost a sense of value in that woman. You don't know exactly what you value in that woman if you're looking to hold her accountable, right? And it's not a matter of fault. It's just a matter of if you move this way, there's a certain type of result you will create, right? You will get worse. It just only gets worse from there, right? But again, remember, he's accusing her of narcissism and cheating as well. I've been trying since 2018 to save our marriage, and if I don't do exactly what she says, she divorces me. So she's basically been threatening this guy. Bad move, ladies. Don't do that. Don't do that to a marriage that you care about. Threatening with a divorce, you will attract exactly what you fear the most, or what you put out there into the energy, into the atmosphere. Yes, it's going to bite you in the butt, and that looks like what's going on right now. Because again, a man can only take so much. Not especially this man that we have in this time and age. They are more so engaged with their emotions, and there's only so much they can take. Maybe back in the days, you could find a man who could say, "Oh, that's a woman, just leave her alone." But these days, that's not flying anymore. You have men saying, well, and for good reasons. Some of them are, they're quoting the statistics of people self-deleting and all this craziness. And this kind of stuff can make a person do that to themselves, actually. But people are shedding light on some realities, and things are changing. Things are moving in a different direction. And ladies, you definitely want to pay attention to your mental health when you engage in a long-term relationship and marriage. But I like to hold the men accountable. I just think that's the best leverage point. When you say lack of accountability, what do you mean, right? But anyway, I really should have played. Let me play. Let's see here. Let me just play this through all the way through. If I don't go exactly, okay, let me go back a little bit. It says, I've been a prisoner, and that has...
Why am I doing what?
1 second. That has his family used against him. I've been a prisoner that has his family used against him if she shouldn't get exactly what she wants. So I can imagine that, because this is some kind of interracial, this is a divester here for those divesters. This is not automatically fix my marriage relationship solution as most people are pushing it. You have the men pushing that they want to divest and fly out to, Thailand, to go find a traditional woman. That's not a solution to your problem. Keep telling them, I keep telling you, that's not your solution to your problem. And you also have the lady saying divest, open your options. Listen, there's nothing wrong with that. You should have kept your options open. But if you think that's going to be the solution to your relationship problems, you have another thing coming for you. You're lying to yourself, okay? Your problem is like your shadow. Every time you look around, there you are again, right? So let's play. So there's this clip of him filming his girl, and completely terrible move. I don't care how angry you are. You can film if you feel like your freedom is being jeopardized, and you can use that as exhibit in a court of law or something. But filming for social media and going live with the wife, the mother of your 2 kids. This is how soft men have become. There are probably men in the manosphere and say, yes, you should have done that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. What? Here we go. I think you would agree that no man wants to have a broken home. Okay, let's see here. All right, so here's this video right here.
Why am I doing what? Repeat it. Repeat what you said. Why are you doing this? Repeat it.
So this is him filming.
Repeat it.
Wow. Okay. Well,
repeat it. Repeat it. Repeat it. You can't.
Daddy, I like peppers.
Why am I doing what? Repeat it.
So I'm gonna be
So that's how now.
100% committed to taking care of my newborn and myself. Cause the mama is good, baby's good. Thank you all for reaching out and for everything. I honestly don't know what I'll do without your support. I love you so much. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. And I hope that me finding the strength to come up here will make you happy. I love you. So I'm gonna be...
All right, so the word on the street is that this young lady was caught cheating. Basically, it looks like it's just conversations, to be honest with you. Nobody has the complete story yet, but it looks like she may have engaged in emotional infidelity throughout the course of her pregnancy. The guy is accusing, he's just saying cheating. But a lot of men in the manosphere are running with the worst case scenario, right? That's all he said. He just said cheating. And cheating can mean so many things. It could mean my insecurity as well. But let's just say we believe him, right? Whatever has caused this, it's terrible. If she cheated, that's terrible. That's wrong. But it's deeper. The story is deeper. The conversation is deeper. It's a lot of people on Clubhouse just today that were fighting back and forth and arguing about this. A young lady said, hey, you knew what you were getting into. A bunch of men wanted to bite her head off because they felt like she wasn't holding her accountable. I'm like, holding who accountable? Holding a complete stranger accountable? No, you need to basically take responsibility for where you go to find a wife. If you go on IG to find an Instagram model as a wife, sometimes it comes with the territory. You have to, it's not just IG models. Whoever you get with, you have to take responsibility for attracting that person and getting with them. So he goes, Korra Obidi and I are getting a divorce. It's over. I won't be treated this way longer. It sounds like a man that felt emasculated. And if you go look at many of the pictures, you can see that this guy it's 2020 hindsight. It looks like he didn't really want to be there. That's what it looked like to me. It looks like he really did not want to be there. So that's him saying it's not a joke. But this is a video of what she had done on TikTok, on Instagram, what she's known for. I've come across that before, but I don't follow this kind of people. Like not like that. I may just follow them and just look, but not diligently. And it looks like a lot of men will follow this, become a fan of it. As a matter of fact, to make a case, I went to look at the OnlyFans data, user-based data, and OnlyFans has 87% of men consumers, but yet we want to turn around and judge this woman for being for the streets. The hypocrisy is real. It's real. The only thing you can do is learn where you need to learn where the right people hang out, where the kind of wife you're looking for, and stop complaining about people that you really shouldn't be in their world in the first place. But I get it, it's social media, so you're kind of exposed anyway. But here's a video of her dancing. Pregnant. Yeah, that's what she was doing. But so if you go marry up somebody who belongs to the streets, I don't know if we can necessarily not call this predictable, but oh well. Who are us to judge? we can only speak our opinions, right? But there you have it. My advice to gentlemen is that, listen, if you want a wife, you need to go to where wives hang out. You need to be diligent. You need to be observant. You need to be vigilant. You need to, there are certain features that it's obvious of a wife. As a matter of fact, I made a demonstration today on Clubhouse. I asked the ladies that were on the stage, I said, hey, do you think Kim Kardashian is a wife material? And they couldn't come out and say it outright what their opinion are. That's women. Women, the idea of holding women accountable does not work. There are other leverage points that you have as a leader you need to engage, as opposed to trying to hold women accountable, at least not in the way that is being done online, like maniacs, right? And I asked them, I said, do you think Michelle Obama is a wife material? And they go, yup. So why is it so easy for you to be able to say yup for Michelle Obama and not for, because women generally have a hard time judging other women. They have empathy, even for men, right? And if you're going to, like one of my buddies who was actually here, Kenneth, he actually said, how are you going to tell Scorpion not to sting you? The nature of scorpions is to sting you. Stop asking women to be men. It does not work. It's not going to work. You look like a lame ass person when you do that. Okay? That's what you look like when you do that. So it's very important to pay attention to this and move accordingly, because you're going to feel it's going to get worse and worse, especially with the feminine imperative, the whole thing that's going on right now, that men are just getting softer and softer and softer, and they call it, they want to become masculine and alpha, and you're just angry, right? So if that sounds like I'm shaming you, so be it. You need to step it up. You claim you want to be a leader. You don't get to complain. You don't get to complain. You need to see that's what it is and avoid it if you don't like it, or engage it if you like it, and take responsibility when consequences comes from that. All right. I actually asked them as well. I said, hey, who do you think makes a better husband, Jay-Z or Kanye West? They said Jay-Z. It was very quick. Like, okay, so you can observe, you can discern. Actually, we don't know these people, but we can basically make an informed decision based off of the little bit that we know. And then I asked them, who do you think is going to be more of a cheater, Jay-Z or Kanye West? I'm asking you too, by the way. I want to know your comment in the comments. Who do you think is going to be more of a cheater, Jay-Z or Kanye West? Many of them were kind of like conflicted with that. To me, it sounds like Jay-Z. But even though we still agree that it's probably a better husband, so there's a lot of conflicting things there that we can continue to unpack in these sessions. I'll see you on the next one.